If you're on a twin flame or spiritual journey and your goal is to manifest union and to manifest love, it's really important to know that actually a lot of the information and the mainstream advice that you see on the internet that is trying to teach you how to manifest, what to do, what not to do, could actually be grounded in an inner child wound and is not necessarily the right way to manifest union and keeps so many people stuck. If you're new here, my name is Luana and I've been working professionally as a psychic medium since 2019, and I've done more than 4,000 twin flame and love related readings. And this is actually a very interesting thing that someone in my community shared. She said that she came across a content creator who was basically saying that you actually can't use the law of attraction to manifest your twin flame, that you will be repelling them and pushing them away. And it's very interesting because I truly believe that so much of that energy and that information is actually grounded in wounding. That perhaps the relationship that we have to the twin flame journey is fundamentally mirroring and echoing an inner child wound. When we were children, we were completely dependent on our caregivers to meet every single one of our needs, including our emotional needs. We need them to pay attention to us, to nurture us, to love us. And I want you to imagine a child who has tried time and time again to get love, attention, and nurturing energy from their parents and caregivers, and they're just not receiving it. That child ends up in basically a pattern of emotional starvation, because it seems like no matter what they do, no matter how much attention and love they're trying to get from their parents, they're simply not receiving it. At some point, that child learns that asking directly for their needs to be met is not going to work. And so they begin to adapt alternative strategies to get their needs met, which could range anywhere from suppressing and pushing that need down, pretending that they don't need the love that they so desperately crave. Or number two, adopt a different strategy to get that love and to get those needs met, such as constantly trying to improve themselves, trying to fix themselves, trying to constantly be good enough to receive that love. And it's very interesting because if you actually think about it, so much of the mainstream advice that is given to twin flames and to people on a spiritual journey is to heal yourself. You know, if you're seeing a separation, if they're ghosting you, if they're pulling away, it's always like a reflection of you, right? It's a reflection of something that's wrong with you, an unhealed wound, a belief that's causing them to run away and be repelled from you. You don't want to chase them because you're going to repel them. And I can't help but notice how much of this parallels that inner child wound, right? We're constantly truly wanting and desiring love from our twin flame. And so much of the strategies that we are taught to develop just mirror that inner child adaptation, just mirror that inner child wound. You're not actually feeling safe asking and communicating for love and connection directly, but you're doing anything to go around it and get it in a covert way. And if you think about how we inherently come into this world as babies, we have no shame around our needs when we're born. We're crying, we're begging for attention. Our parents feed us, we're satiated, we receive love and comfort and attention, and we don't even have the conception that there's something wrong with us for wanting that or for expressing our need, for crying, for being upset that that need isn't met. And so somewhere along the way into adulthood and then the twin flame journey, the spiritual journey, we learn that there's something wrong for being that way. We learn that we will repel love and attention and affection if we do not behave in a specific way. We feel like there's something wrong with us and we lose touch with that inherent feeling of worthiness. We begin to believe that our emotional needs cannot be met. And so I really believe that for so many women on this journey, it is not actually about trying to force yourself to detach more or pretend that you don't desire union, pretend that you don't desire love, because that would just be exacerbating the wound. But instead, it's about fully reowning those desires, those needs, and those feelings and not skirting around it. Being willing to be very upfront and honest about what you truly want and what you truly desire, because that is the only real way to have what you desire, right? And to to overcome the beliefs and the shame around it that makes you feel like, oh, I am being too much for wanting this, or I'm going to repel this person by expressing my feelings. And so if any of this is resonating with you and hitting home, it might be a sign that it's time to rewire those limiting beliefs and begin to call in and manifest union from a true energy of self-love, no longer being anchored in the fear that you're going to push them away, but being anchored in your self-worth and your deservingness. I would love for you to take my free union block quiz inside the free 7-day trial of my school community. And of course, let me know what results you get and follow for more.